Hey, I'm Freddie Allen. Welcome to Rock Hoarder Revelations. So my last video ended abruptly. I didn't get to finish showing everything I wanted to, so I'm just going to get right to it here. A lot of crystals and gem quality stuff I have that I've been wanting to kind of show better. This is mostly garnet, some amethyst, opal, a lot of other types of quartz and agate, and turquoise and other copper minerals. Up here I have turquoise or quartz and tourmaline, some more garnet, different types of beryl, aquamarine and such. I don't know how well you can see that stuff out there in the light there, but anyways, that's a lot of stuff like that. And then most of the stuff over here is like a lot, the hardness is a lot harder. And what I think are probably corundum or rubies. There's 35 of them right here. They're pretty nice stones. And then and I've got lots of like bigger crystals and stones, diamonds and sapphire, and probably some spinel. Some of them it's hard to distinguish from one another. But the hardness, most of them, like I said, are at least harder than an 8.5. Most of them that I've checked. Some of them are a little shy. Some of them I think are mixed, have layers of probably spinel and quartz and some other stuff, zircon and garnet, and and the crystals are mixed rocks and clusters, whatever. But for the most part, these are all really hard. And they're all pretty good in size. Like anywhere from I think 25 carats up to 50 and 88 carats and even higher than that. These red and orange ones are kind of, they're the ones I've been talking about, that trying to get them identified or confirmed, or I think there's some kind of shocked, like corundum, likely, or mixed mineral or something, I don't know. But they're very unique. They have, I think, several different types of minerals throughout. I broke it from one large rock. I think there's several types of crystals clustered together still in a lot of these matrix. Have a lot of the smaller stuff. That's what's in the jars. These jars over here is smaller stuff from breaking that same rock. But and then this, of course, just not from that same rock, but a nice colorless diamond. These again are from the same rock. Even this, which I think is a piece of a larger rock I talked about before that I had broken, or parted or fractured, whatever you'd call it. One of the best grain that I could find, or cleavage. And it was in the center of all this other orange stuff, the one large inclusion. But that's what pretty much got me started studying rocks, was to compare the natural effects or features or whatever, because of the criticism that I'd gotten, people saying that these were just glass, and I knew that they weren't, because they're I found them, it was a rock, and so I just started studying other rocks to compare details and features and diagnostic properties, which the diagnostic properties of those are very unusual. But I found, studying all these other rocks, that the diagnostic properties of many of them are kind of unusual, because just the different ways that they form, different conditions. Some of them are clusters, some of them are monocrystals or single crystals, or even fragments of crystals. And it makes a big difference in the diagnostic properties and stuff, and how they'll come out. It takes a lot of really high-tech testing equipment, to really identify a lot of things, whereas standard testing, won't identify it. It'll either be unknown, or compare it with glass or synthetic substances, corundum and such. But there's many strange things that go on inside the earth. And anyways, my son just came in. I forgot what I was saying now. But I was getting to the stuff that I found, breaking a lot of these rocks and studying them and stuff. And that's like most of the gem rough that I have. And I have quite a bit of it, and I don't like this. There's a lot of probably purple, or corundum. I think it is purple, but probably corundum. It's hard to see through the bag, I know. I don't know how long until the camera will just stop again, so I don't want to take too long dumping them out. But I do have, this is a lot of bigger stuff anyways, and like a lot of smaller, like finer type gem quality rough, diamonds in the rough, and probably some sapphire and stuff like that in the rough maybe too. I have quite a lot of it that I really just don't know what to do with. Like I said, if I find somebody that would want to cut some, would be interested in cutting some, making a deal, maybe collaborating our channels, maybe, I don't know, working something out, working together, getting together where you could look at them better or something, yeah, that would be awesome. You could email me. If you just enjoy watching the videos, checking out these rocks, yeah, go ahead, like the videos. I know the videos are terrible. I am still not very good at making videos, but I've got a lot of interesting rocks that I want to keep showing, or keep, find something to do with them. I don't know. And I still have all the rocks outside. I still have plans to build a waterfall and stuff like that. I've been growing grass in my yard and trying to get everything ready for that. But I just got some. I need to get rid of some of these rocks. I have too many. I don't know what to do with. And like I said, some of them, I'm sure, have got to be valuable to somebody. Or if somebody, like I said, wants, cut stones, does something, wants to cut some for me and work something out, do something, collaborate our channels, reach a broader audience, I don't know, do something. But I have a lot of stuff, a lot of possibilities. These are full of the red and orange stuff that I would really like to get confirmed. Like, I think they're a shocked, like, type of corundum, and probably some spinel, and some of them are like probably diamond kyanite and corundum clusters or whatever. I don't know, like metamorphic type rocks and stuff like that, But yeah, just have so much stuff, probably so many possibilities. This is a lot of the stuff that I have that I wanted to, for the 24 karat giveaway, which, as you can see, I have probably 700 carats or more there that I wish I could give it all away, honestly, but I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing running a channel, giveaways, or anything. I just, somebody who like to, to discover and collect rocks and unique rocks and and then to find something so amazing and then have it just kind of discarded as being just glass, or it's just kind of insulting. And so it kind of just got me started and studying, and collecting more and studying more and really trying to figure out. And I still really don't know much about rocks. I tell you, they're complicated, very complicated things to study. I mean, they're so like a paradox of, but there are specific details, I think, that I've also studied a lot, just to compare, like, a lot of, types of glass and man-made synthetic materials. And I mean, there's just some features that, I mean, yeah, these may have a lot of features that are typical for synthetic or man-made glasses, but they also have very specific features that I've only seen in natural materials and never in man-made materials. And for a lot of the things that I've read, different studies, university studies and stuff on different types of carbons and rare things that have been found in different places and studied, and these have many features that compare to a lot of different things in a lot of ways, as far as the carbons and hydrocarbons, carbon cages, different types of diamonds, ballast diamonds, these buckyball, whatever they call them out here, fullerene, and then things like I've read about like nanotubes, carbon nanotubes, and then I've got things like these that's just purely hollow tubes, basically the same basic structure of the main rock. Got this right here that are very fine, like fibrous crystals, but radiating, and it has very similar features as well, but in different ways. It's hard to explain, but and then things to consider, like atomic scale, and just so many, I don't know, there's just so many oddities. These, I don't know, they're very hard for me to understand, these rocks, like, and distinguish. But I know the hardness, is one of the easier things that I can do myself and get pretty consistent, like results or whatever. But and like I said, there are some areas and some that are less hard, probably layers of spinel and garnet and tourmaline and quartz definitely like kyanite, stuff like that, and higher pressure situations, and olivine. Even I've seen some like some of these red ones have like this greenish or yellowish rim or whatever, which could be olivine or something like that, and higher pressure, like diamond type rocks, or even some corundum rocks, I think. And this is a fibrous cuboid, and it has not been cut or polished. That's a natural face right there. And it is 673 carats, I think, if I remember right. This is another cluster, uh, I forget what it's called. Another type of diamond, like fractionation or something like that. Where they form, and then the pressure will fracture them and split them, and then it fills with more diamond material in between, or carbonous material, or glassy materials, or even in some cases like this, probably like obsidian and stuff. But this is a 2.5 pound black diamond, at least the cage, the structure. And it's probably got, yes, like garnet and obsidian and different types of glasses in between, in the space gaps and vacancies or whatever. But on a larger atomic scale, like the cage, the frame work would be a lot of carbon and carbonous glasses, and making up a 2.5 pound black diamond. Very hard, very nicely structured. And then the 1.25 pound cube, which I think is more of a hexagonal diamond lattice, like a lancelite lattice, but still with a cubic habit. So it still makes a natural diamond cube. But I think it is on a hexagonal lattice, which means the lattice would probably start in the corner and go maybe something like that. I don't know. Understanding the lattices too, there's several different like graphite structures and types of structures that carbon can form from and make diamond-like stones like these, which may or may not be considered as diamond, but still very much nearly as hard or just as hard in some cases. And just different crystal habit, different structure, poor cleavage or indistinct cleavage. Some of them have really no cleavage if they're really glassy. But like I said, I really, I don't feel like I know that much about rocks and things. I just, really started studying just to compare, just to prove that these ones were, just natural, much less that there was something, really, really special. But they are hard. Their hardness ranges from anywhere from 8 to about up to a 9, I think. I think they're corundum or highly shot corundum, and probably with layers of spinel and maybe a few other accessory minerals and stuff. Possibly some regions, because it was such a large rock, and like I said, I think this is a ruby, and some of this is corundum, but I do think like other pieces like this could actually be like diamond crystals in it as well, metamorphic diamond, from graphite and stuff that would have been in the aluminum oxide, or the corundum material that was shocked to make these, or those. I don't know why that got done, but all these anyways. But anyways, my camera seems to have held up this far. I'll go ahead and just kind of end this video here, and until next time, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, you have any ideas on what we can do together, maybe collaborate, if you whatever, email me. Otherwise, if you just like looking at the rocks or whatever, go ahead and like these videos and subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, take care, have faith, and God bless.